besides that, there was also this thing that happened on like Twitter, basically, that was having to do with Luna and Kwon. And so, I mean, Brian, you want to kind of say who he is and like what's the deal with Luna?
Yeah, so he's the founder of Luna, the head guy of Luna, similar to like a Vitalik of Ethereum. And so he is building the Luna ecosystem out, and he's behind UST.
That's the big thing. I just sorry to interrupt, but they used to call him stablecoin, and then the big thing is that US Terra is a really large stablecoin. And this is what I wanted to mention was I had heard that they're bringing Terra to AVAX, which is like what? Like these are just some next level.
Well,
I'm just like,
they
what?
already have that anchor protocol on AVAX now. And so the thing is that with Luna, it's like Luna and UST are linked to each other because it's like $1 UST minted burns $1 worth of Luna. And so that like creates
it's like some weird
supply demand mechanism.
It's a really intense ecosystem. And then Kwon has backers with serious fucking pockets. So I believe they just invested like 3 billion more or something.
They're doing 10 billion BTC buy.
Yeah.
Because they raised funds and
to then like I think
3 arrows.
Yeah, to like maintain liquidity for the, or I don't know exactly what the plans were for that.
Basically make a sense of like a reserve currency where it's like they're buying assets to back UST. So they're gonna buy Bitcoin. And so they raised like 10 billion. And so they're gonna start buying Bitcoin soon to accommodate to increase it back, or like to have a
pump it up. You got to pump it up.
So we'll see at what I think they're doing like 3 billion at a time. So we'll see.
Shout out Kwon.
The pack goes.
But Kwon put down a, what was it, $10 million bet?
So it was originally $1 million, and then
they started
with
measuring
Algon trading.
Algod, yeah.
Algod trading, and so
ALGOD. I don't know.
Kobe, they asked Kobe to be like the middleman.
I think he volunteered, and then they took him up on it.
Well, yeah.
So he's the escrow where people are leaving the money.
And he posts the wallet address, and then people started.
And he was like, someone else put in 2 million. Like, why? Like someone, there's like 2 bets of 10 million, and then random people are putting it.
So
yeah.
Algod trading, he's like bearish on UST. It's a very elaborate Ponzi, like everything.
It's basically a bet though on the price of Luna in like a year being significantly higher. I think it's at 88, right?
No, so Algod thinks it's going to be less than 88. And then
but it's not.
Bet.
But it's like, what is it at now? What's Luna at now?
Well, it's at like 90.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
91.
It's 91?
93.
Oh, so he was trying to say that it's gonna, because it was lower at the time.
Oh,
man, I should have listened to my friend Omar from college told me about Luna. Like,
so 2 weeks ago it was at 80, but it's been basically sideways around 88. And so that's what they said, they set the price at 88. So they think Algod thinks it's going to be less than 88 a year from now, and then.
But there have been scares that UST was going to
Well, the whole Wonderland thing was a scare with UST, and that kind of people. That was a very big stress test for Luna, and so that, and then people were scared that it would depeg. And it was like, I think it got to like 85 or something, and people got liquidated on the degen box because people just loop, that's essentially leverage. And then
because didn't it go to 0.9 or something?
Yeah.
And then they just Kwon topped it off or something, and then
someone immediately invested money in
because someone was just buying that thing, and like if it's like stablecoin. Eventually, when it's stabilized, like
that's the thing.
You're buying $1 for less than $1.
Anchor right now is like you can get 19%, 19.5 APY on UST, but it's unsustainable. Like right now, it's burning money. It's unsustainable. So you're probably not going to get 20% for
forever.
Forever. Maybe not even this year. And people are like they had to put more money into the reserve to feel it. So it's just like burning cash or burning coins right now. So it's crazy.